Backseat.
Why are you guys having a hard time?
The B and the quiet part out. Nothing but belly.
All 100% belly.
Good thing the battery's on.
Hey everybody, welcome to another great episode of the Young Blades.
Woo!
With the at Chaotic Good group.
Woo!
Gentlemen, playing a
Yes.
little open legend today.
Wait, let's
you
do
ready?
a shout out.
No,
quick.
shut up, grab your
Infinity
pup.
down.
And as we start all of our episodes,
Go Patriots!
You're gonna roll like crap all day.
Straight.
You know what's gonna be funny though is the Super Bowl will be over by the time this.
Okay.
It's gonna be nothing but shame on my part.
Yeah.
all right. So folks, where were we? As we start off, we try to figure out exactly where the party left off. You guys were inside one of the steam tunnels, or one of the lava tubes, which is just a tunnel that had some mineral spirits water. You know, the
Mineral spirits.
mineral spirits. It makes you feel so good. It's refreshing. It's all good. It
Little
makes
hot springs.
It makes the
I don't
girls
like a dwarven spa.
a dwarven spa. Absolutely. And you were in there for the common folks. You were inside the common folks tunnel, which was empty at the time because you were there very late at night. You stayed in there overnight. You rested. Everybody's back up to speed. One less person. Gobbledygook is not with you at the current moment. And you guys were going to wake up. Now, one of the things that about this map, as we come out of these tubes, and I'm going to give you guys a heads up for today, I don't know what you're doing. So as you guys go through, you know my style. I'm going to let you do whatever you want to do. As you go through, we may have to take a few seconds. I might have to run and get some more stuff, depending on which direction you want to go through here.
So we can sail anywhere in the universe, is what you're saying.
That's exactly right.
Let's
That's
go.
exactly right.
Wow.
So right now,
I need my mom.
I just need one miniature over here because you guys are inside the tubes. It's morning, so you guys are over there. That'll represent the party.
Look at that mini. Woo! It's a gorgeous mini.
You've woken up.
Arian
Everybody's well
Blackthorn
rested.
Creations.
Nothing happened over the night. Go ahead and tell me what it is that you guys would like to do.
Take a drink.
First thing in the morning, he's starting out.
Absolutely.
Hair of the dog.
There we go.
Well, since we're in hostile territory, I'm going to sing an ode to my favorite god, Cade Kalian.
Gator Galian.
I'll drink the cake, Kalian. Very nice.
And I renew regeneration.
Okay, so you're going to fire up your regeneration on the party. What buff are you going to be presenting to everybody? Acrocell?
I'm
Or
going
should I,
to hold
just
off.
call you, should I just call you Infinity Tower? The commercial?
The commercial.
I'm going to hold off.
Okay, nothing going on. Do you still have, do you want to go fire up telepathy so you guys can all think your thoughts to each other, or are you going to do something else?
It's actually a good idea. But I would have to. Oh, I don't
No,
have any
it's
settings.
early enough.
Yes,
You're
we're
going
set
to, a
up
million rolls
telepathy,
later, you're going to get it.
Right.
And I'm going to fire off haste so that we can try to move around these bad guys at quick speed.
Okay, so you're hasted. You guys are moving quicker.
That'll give you guys a +2 to guard.
The main party here, what are you guys going to do? It's morning.
Eat a little food, maybe?
Okay.
What's the objective?
We're
Hey, you're not there. Shut up.
Just wondering.
Shut up.
Yeah, I'm
You
getting
did.
the band ready to
So,
go.
2 of the 3 tunnels you explored.
yes.
So my question is, were we only using these tunnels to hide and wait for the masses to disperse?
Pretty much
or
in the
we-
beginning, yeah.
Okay. So we passed the first one, which was officers, went and then commons, and then the final one was the unmarked or
Yeah,
That's
that
the
was
first one we
grown.
went to.
So
Yeah.
we went into that
Now we're
one,
in the
then we
com-
went into
Covered
the
with all the
commons.
flowers and
Do
very
we
few
want to
people.
do we want to even check the officers, or do we want to make way for town to see if we can find mom?
Well, I'm already here. Let's check out the office.
We're here.
So
All right, so as you walk out, when you walk out of the tunnel, the light is shining down, right? The sunlight comes right down and it lights you up. What do you look like as you come out of that tunnel? Give us a description.
15-foot flaming massive archangel for Iomade! Heed ho, Woods Brothers!
Said the geeky zit encrusted.
Can we please have his miniature again? Where?
Yes. I think it looks pretty sweet to me.
Look at those wings.
That looks pretty
Let's
sweet
just
to
turn
me.
them around. Look
Whoa,
at those
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Don't
whoa.
break
the
him.
little baby
Okay,
wings.
so
Pay no attention to the nubs.
Is that your hairdo? That's
hairdo.
sweet.
His Hair's on fire.
Acrosail. Woo wee.
And then you come out, you head towards the tunnel. Next out of the cave is
Verdaric. You see a dwarf in plate mail. It's stately in its ornateness because he's a prince.
very nice.
Next up out of the tunnel, Knuckles. I'm coming out behind him.
Can we see it?
I'm very tiny, not average.
Okay.
Most of the time, not at all. Not only am I diminutive, I also like to turn invisible and charm everybody around me, so watch out.
And I'm Kozak Coon. I just turned 16.
Today, right? Is it
Happy
today?
birthday.
Happy
This morning.
I'll drink to that.
So one of the things that happened in the last episode is I had a conversation with Kozak about some of the things that were going on in gameplay and how I wanted to make sure that everything went through. And I want to tell you, you did a fabulous job in the last episode. I watched some of the tape. It was excellent, and you get a legend point.
Whoa! For not backseat GMing, is that why?
Easy there, Fireball. Because you're never going to be able to get a legend point for that.
That's 6 or 5.
Yeah, it
Make
is.
one question about intelligence,
Yeah.
and all downhill from there.
Now, quest accepted.
As you walk out of the tunnel, there's one more person behind you. We do have Chad walking out of the tunnel.
Chad.
You guys saved Chad out of the bowels of that monster.
That was remarkable.
Bowels.
He was inside of it. He
literally
got
carved him out.
completely devoured. He was inside. You guys were able to cut him free before he died. That still amazes me. How Chad did not. He was supposed to die. He's
Where's
wearing
Chad?
a blue shirt.
Where's Chad? Where's our blue
Well, it's okay. He's not going to. So as you come out around the corner, walking up through the path, you see Todd leading your description. As the sunlight hits you, what do you
So I'm with
look like?
Todd right now?
Yes.
Cool.
You're coming back.
As the sunlight crests upon this mighty stature of a goblin here. He's about 2 feet tall, actually. But he looks much taller because he wears so much gear. So he's got a backpack, a chest, a bag of this and that. Just tons of stuff. He's just like some kind of he's a hoarder, apparently. And he's cool looking because he has a little leather hat with goggles on. And he usually wears the goggles which have a tendency to magnify the size of his eyes. So his eyes look even bigger. Typical goblin face. He's green. He's not an orange goblin. And he's got some weapons on him, but they're just little rusty short swords and rusty daggers. And he wears no boots. So he's just little bare feet. And when he runs, he goes. He's got little skinny little legs. And his name is Gobbledygook. Yeah. And I go up and I see everyone. I wave to him. Hey! Come running up. Hey! You're never going to know. And guess what happened?
Verdaric, it's your sidekick.
Yeah.
Fill us in, little one.
Well, I got some good news and bad news. So you remember my ship, the Goblin's Plunder? Well, I got a new sail on it. It looks just like a goblin ship, so we can sneak anywhere we want to go in these waters. The only problem is we got boarded by other goblins, and they took all of my plunder.
How's that hurt us?
Well, I got a little fond of y'all. I was thinking about sharing it with you, but it's been taken.
How about a few coppers?
I don't want coppers. I want plunder. So I look at him like, well, what are we doing?
So
Tunnel.
you guys were about to go. You're going to go in the other tunnel. Chad and Todd are going to go ahead and depart. Head back to the
Plunder.
plunder.
The goblins.
On their way
plunder.
out, they do. Chad does remind you all. They did scout the island as they sailed around a few times. Chad and Todd go, "Oh yeah, we were supposed to tell you guys." As we went around, this is a keep over here that is full of hundreds of goblins. Pretty sure that's where Acrocel is. Sorry, Asmodee.
Right here.
And Asmodee's the
See,
one
it's
that's got your mom.
contagious.
It is contagious.
Yeah.
Asmodee.
Show us your
That's another chaotic good feature. It's when you faux pas, you got to do a drink.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And Michaela, we're both. There is a boat that is in harbor. That is a massive ship. So they're pretty sure that Asmodee's here because as you guys sailed around, they sailed around. Told you. There's a good spot where you can actually look down upon the keep from up on the volcano. So you could go up on the volcano, probably get pretty good eyes down and see what's going on down in there. There's heavy jungle forest on this side approaching the keep as well. So you could probably sneak through the jungle and get right up next to it as well. However, there's at least 400 people in that keep. So if you guys wanted to try a frontal assault, probably not going to work. We'll have a quick party wipe, start over next week with older adults.
Thank you, Chad, for your
What if I
wonderful
just-
advice.
That was Chad.
I
And
could
then,
just ask him.
so there's all that stuff going on. So then they pretty much go ahead and disappear off. This area was burned. You can see that the smoke is out. There's no more fire over here because it's now daylight. Sun is shining. You're not at a position where you could see how big of an area that got burned. You can see there's no smoke. So they must have come out there and put out that grass fire that somebody lit. And that was a day or two ago. And you guys are all standing there. You have a good time looking at each other. Anybody sharing anything else with what happened?
Well, yeah, you got a question. Did you mention another cave? They came out of a cave.
Yeah, there's
right?
a cave they haven't been in.
Oh, there's
it's
a
a
cave
lava
they haven't been
tube.
in. A lava
basically.
tube.
If you got a cave that goes into a volcano,
Mm-hmm.
usually it's what happens when the lava comes out and then the cools, that leaves a hole that goes back in. Well,
Okay.
over the centuries, that's filled in with water.
Okay.
So
Yeah, so we went through 2 of them.
there's a third that they
We're
didn't.
about to go into a
The
third.
first one had this lady that sang very beautiful songs, but she was evil and ugly, and she made Bob fall in love with her. I mean, but darn.
Wow.
Would somebody else like to continue?
Verdonic fell in love.
You said you lost your
Surprised it
friend,
wasn't
right?
with me.
I'm thinking you didn't lose anything considering we walked away with 5,200 gold
Well,
pieces.
What?
Oh, we didn't mention that?
Coming
Like
down?
somebody-
How can you carry all that?
That's a lot.
And they're carrying it right now.
Where? So they got big old
Spread
bags
out.
full of gold.
1,040 per person.
What?
It was in the bottom of the pool.
Yeah, everybody should write like 1,040 on their character sheet. Dave.
Wow.
Uh,
Mounds and mounds of gold. Well, I can honestly tell you, I've been sailing around with my new goblin ship. And there are goblins everywhere over there. There is no way we're going to get in there unless we sneak in.
Now, are they goblins that we can take out like you, or are they the big hobbies?
They're the hobbies. Yeah.
I have a pretty good rapport with hobbies. What if I just ask them to bring this to
I
you?
know.
That's gone over so well.
I got an idea. How about we
no,
don't listen to that guy?
Nope. I say we go into this tunnel, do like Chad says, do ourselves a mountain scope with those eyes,
Yeah.
and see if we can see what we can see, and then go backside and figure out from there what we're gonna do. But if we got 400 goblins here that are still looking for us because of that fire, hopefully not.
I got an idea. Just let dumbass go in there all by himself.
Chad? Oh,
I'd love him to roll a new character.
I mean, Knuckles.
Oi.
Okay, but when I come out with your mom, I expect you all to be in robes.
Oh, what are you doing with my mom?
What do you mean? I'm your new dad.
Oh, who's your daddy now?
All right, so you guys head into the cave, and there's another cave just like the others. I'm just going to put it on top because we're not probably going to be in there very long.
Spoiler alert.
Well, as you walk in, go ahead and put your guys on the map. You're going to see
Where are we
a little
starting?
farther back.
Same side?
Same side. Your entrance is over here. Same type of setup. We
You're
have
in
some-
front always, Mr. Scout.
Damn. I bring out my rusty short sword and rusty dagger, so I'm dual wielding.
Is that look
Trusty
good,
dusty
everybody, for
tackle
a
box.
marching
Give
order?
me a few of these.
Anybody have an issue
Those
with marching
out there.
order?
Give me a couple of benches.
By the way, I got this tackle box when I was like
In high school?
14 years old. I won a fishing competition, and I've had it ever since.
Boy Scout fishing expedition, I believe.
No, actually, this one was at in Illinois,
so
but
was
still,
Emerald
I
Bay?
brought that one to Emerald Bay.
All right, so as you walk in, this one is clean. It is nice. There are robes hanging up.
Robes. It's like a little
Yeah.
bathhouse.
Oh, it is. It's absolutely.
All right, I roll disbelieve. Oh wait, I can't do that.
Oh, even if you did. This is where the officers come. So this is one looks different than the other tunnels. There's benches. There's fine wine. There's
Spirits. Oh
there's-
wait.
Oh yeah, that
There's
ale
barrels.
is top quality.
Barrels of something. Yeah.
You're gonna steal a barrel of ale. All right.
Does the water
Does
have
he-
the same
I don't
kind
even
of
know what
glow?
that was a question for. I'm sorry.
Does the water have the same kind of glow like
Yes,
it'll melt
and
this?
there's signs that say never bathe alone. Warning: staying in the water too long, it will damage you to the point of death.
Dang.
Go read the sign for us.
Oh, no way. I'm going to go check out what's over on those tables. May I do a perception check to see if I can get any other goodies or any...
Absolutely.
Okay. See if there's something that's not apparent. like traps and all that good shit. All right, there we go. Oh, there's a monster roll to start out with. A big fat 8.
So, I mean, it's just on the surface.
Looks good, guys.
It is what it is. You guys gonna look around?
Yes, I'm gonna do the same walk around that I did before. Barrels.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a roll.
Don't hog it all. Save some for us.
Well, I mean, you can join me.
I'm going over here.
Everybody wants to do that active searching. Get your dice ready, and I'll come.
Wow, right
Really
on.
excited.
We already found it.
Yeah, we got
Whatever.
woo 34.
So as you're walking by over here, there's all I was telling you. There's all the nice bathrobes hanging up, and you turn immediately, and there's a bathrobe that's still damp, and you pick it up, and everybody's watching as you pick this thing up, and you smell it.
Creepy.
Yeah.
I know who.
I'm all.
Familiar scent?
What's
It
it
is
smell
an
like?
extremely familiar scent. You smell your mother.
You know what your mom's all
You absolutely do.
I used to suck up.
As a baby.
Creepy.
So you immediately know that she was here, and that she was here within 6 hours.
All right, so can anybody track? Who's our nature boy? What? You can do it? Really?
I'm a scout.
If you can find my mom's tracks, smell. How long have they been here? I
6
think
hours
6
ago.
hours or so.
You sure that's your mom?
Really?
Stinky.
I'm just kidding. We can
We
find
just
her.
shared our treasure.
I can find her. And I'm going to go ahead then and start combing the cave for any footprints that I can
And you
maybe...
need to wait your turn.
Oh.
Wow.
I
Yeah,
went
why don't
1,
you
2. Yeah, you guys can bogart everything except for the fact that.
Well, let's just
See
see
what
what
he
Knuckles
finds.
finds with a 10.
So you're as you look around, you find
Stuff.
just the regular stuff I already described. Pretty much nothing special.
Okay.
Fine wine. Do you drink wine?
Derek. Drink whatever's handy.
Oh, it tastes good. It's smooth. This is some really nice wine. There's a whole keg of that too. Rodaric, you found what you were looking for. We can pass you.
Yeah.
We're just sitting in the corner with a keg.
Busy rigging it as a backpack.
I just scream out, Michaela, are you in here?
You didn't know. You don't. Did he say anything? About
Yeah,
it?
he said
Talking
what
to
his
him.
name is.
Okay, that's true.
We're telepathically
no
connected,
response.
by the
Or
way,
make
so
a
we
roll.
all know.
Let's
We
see if it
are.
echoes all the way out through the tunnel, all the way out to around the corner.
4.
4 miles down. You don't hear
4 miles.
The water might start rippling. You might call somebody else back.
Yeah.
She might
I don't
look
think
like
she's
Michaela.
in here.
The party pretty much. You guys finish up this room.
Remember, we automatically know whatever anybody's thinking. It's
Telepathic.
shared.
Telepathic,
So
So that's right. So you knew he's over there like mom.
So
mommy.
Am I included on that little mind link
you are
too?
indeed.
Yep.
Wow.
And your plus 2 to go.
So all those thoughts you got.
Oh, yeah.
In a minute.
Yeah.
Nice little
Yeah, I'm thinking right now, there's no chance we're getting into this base with Homeboy playing such a good, so in character.
And don't forget your haste as well.
I'm
All right, you
hasting.
come out
You
of
want me
the.
to run down there and ask him?
Go ahead and give me 1 miniature right here as you come out of the lava tubes.
The gorgeous
Yes.
Acrosail.
The
So
wonderful
we're looking
bath.
for
The
that
bathhouse.
over what Chad mentioned. Did he point it out what part of the volcano it was on?
You're looking up a volcano. You guys can start hiking.
Because we want to look over the keep, like you said, and we know that the keep's this way.
Correct.
Start on the
Chilling
back
check,
side
I
where
would
they
imagine.
can't see us. And
Move your
work our
miniature.
way up.
Go ahead.
So, yeah.
Well, you gotta get
I,
a 3
well,
stars.
wait a minute. Scout?
Yeah.
What do you recommend?
Well, I recommend looking for footprints and seeing which way she went.
Well, that's right. That's what we were.
There's a heavily traveled path. You can immediately come out as her trail came out.
Cool.
And then it gets jumbled up because they use these bathhouses all the time.
Awesome, awesome.
So
So,
there's
Head
trails.
that
So
way or
Gobbledygook
that
made-
way?
Back to the keep.
Gobbledygook has made a living as being a scout, so he's, of course, he has Nature's Ally as a perk.
How far away does the keep feel to be away from us?
Well, when you guys ran in here, when you lit the fire, you saw them all coming up and over. And how far did I tell you these squares were? I mean,
3 feet per.
yeah. So to get over here, I mean, it didn't take them long. It's like a quarter of a mile, half a mile. I mean, this island's it's not huge. It's not ginormous.
Okay.
So, but you're gonna go.
So she's probably already back at the keep. We can't
yeah.
like yell at her to come back.
Well, you can yell, but I don't think she's coming back.
All right. So, like I said, I have Nature's Ally. I also have Fast Tracker feet, so I can track at full speed as well.
Wow. Do you want to run into the keep?
No.
As you come around, you're looking at her. There's a path going right into the keep.
Okay, so it's just going
You
straight
know it goes
in.
up over the grass hill. It's going to go down.
Okay, we're going for an alternate path then. Okay, so
That's the frontal assault route.
yeah, well, no frontal assault. Okay, so Gobbledygoo's going to take the party up to the top, and we're going to see if we can get a
So as you guys come
kind of like
around-
Frodo and Mordor when they're up on the mountain, they're looking.
As you come over and you crest over the top of the
Sam.
mountain,
Samwise the Brave.
you come into the crater. You guys enter the crater, and it smells like sulfur.
Oof.
I mean, it's hot up here still. It's not like, this is not an active volcano, but you're surprised at the heat. You're walking through basically a black, it's like black lava rock. Okay? There's no vegetation up here. The crater comes down, and so you were going to walk through it. We put you in here. I don't think I even
that
have
called the
anything that's going to
caldera?
represent it.
Oh.
What's your intelligence on this
Look
guy?
at the beat on that.
Nature's Ally, baby.
I was gonna give him a legend point until he just soaked it up.
I have my own legend.
Why are we using that mini, Mr. We got their scout out there.
Because it's beautiful. Ooh, careful. It's already been re-glued once.
Mine, this one or two.
Let's flip
really?
this over.
It means-
I just need this. We're gonna say this is the inside of the caldera.
Okay.
Okay, so this will be the edge of the caldera.
Oh, that's cool.
It's going like this. So I want you guys to go ahead and put your miniatures on in the middle.
In the middle.
Say marching order, guys.
He got his keg.
Do you want-
Dude, we need to make a little attachment for a
All
big
right.
old keg in the back.
How are you you guys walking in a straight line? I mean, you're all spread out.
which way are we walking? We walking
You're gonna come
here
from
to-
here.
Okay.
Let's say, and you're gonna want to get up over. This is the edge over here.
Okay, got it.
You're not to the edge yet. Get back. Who's in front? Gook's in front. Gobbledygook is in front.
Gobbledygook's
The
in front.
Gookster.
Where are you going? We're walking. Are we?
So
are
two.
we
So,
full
okay,
abreast?
so you're
I guess
coming
we're
across
full
full
abreast.
abreast.
Yep.
As you
Might
now,
as well.
to keep everybody involved as we walk across the caldera up here. I just, you guys have never experienced anything like this before, and there's for no other reason. I just want you to roll initiative so that I can know who's going to go first, who's going to go second, and how we're going to go.
So we're gonna
So
go.
this isn't a tier.
It is and
by-
it isn't. There's.
So
there's-
no advantage.
Dude,
on
I'm not
this.
telling you that there's an imminent threat. I'm just telling you I want to know how to go through the order of what you do.
Do I feel like I need my bow?
Shot your load.
You might. I mean, you're always. I mean, you're in a hostile area, but
Do anything for
No, it does not do anything.
And
for
on the
it.
haste, we're getting what, 15 extra move?
20 extra move plus 2 to guard, and you get an extra action at a
19.
Minus 5, disadvantage
DC
5.
3.
Disadvantage 2.
DC,
Okay, hold on.
Disadvantage 3.
3 or 5? Okay.
3.
tell me. And
Extra.
there's no winners losers bracket. There kind of is, which we'll get into shortly. But let's go ahead. So what did you get?
Oh, wait. No, hang on.
You guys have to remember the order because I'll forget.
All right, so I've got the lowest, right?
Nope.
Nope.
So I got 21.
21.
4.
That's a big number. Anybody beat 21?
26.
26. Okay, 26, 21.
4.
14. 15. Woo!
All right. So we're gonna go
I'm
2,
second.
3. Okay, go
How's
ahead. So
that
you're up.
possible?
You're walking through.
Okay.
Perception. You just.
Yeah. Okay. What am I seeing in front of me? So it's like we're in the caldera and it's going up to.
You
I guess.
see like dragon glass, the lava rock. I mean, it's
Oh.
shiny. It's hard. I mean, it's hard. It's also other areas where it's very jagged and very sharp.
And this is ascending up. Is that
Yes.
right? Okay, got it.
Yes.
All right. So we got to go up there and climb. So. Yeah, since we're in tactical movement, I'm a little nervous, so yeah, but I'm still going to go forward using my tracking.
Go ahead and move your guy.
All right.
These are all 5-foot spaces.
Okay, and I can get all the way up then.
No, yeah, because we're hasty.
Yes, and of course I want to go and just.
Okay, you can't quite see yet.
Okay.
Back yourself.
I'll move up to the top here, too.
Okay. You got a little. As you walked across the center of it, it was kind of weird. Your feet didn't feel right. It wasn't as hard and firm, and it was almost
Like
like
it
it was
moved?
It was almost softening. Yeah.
Did I feel that?
You did not. You're pretty light. You weigh all of a pound and a
There
Okay.
might be lava
here?
under here.
half. Next up.
What?
There might be lava under here.
Here we go.
Alright, so,
It's gonna blow.
and we're gonna hold off there and kind of pull security while their gobbledygook's got the vision. He's gonna check it out.
Okay.
Do you feel squishy?
I didn't hear that.
Stop.
Right there.
You're screwed.
Right there. All of a sudden, as you're walking up, you just see the ground begin to move in front of you, and it swirls.
Oh,
Flame comes up. Actually, a flame.
A flame.
A flame.
This is not
And this
good.
flame comes together
You all know this,
as
by
it
the way.
stands above you.
What the?
Whoa.
That's cool.
That's a
And
big
this thing
flame.
just
That's hot.
It comes way up.
That's huge. That's so hot. So hot.
And what are you? You still have more of your movement.
I do.
What does it
So
do?
I've only got 3 into
I'm
it.
gonna let him. I want to see what he's gonna do.
First off, immediately Knuckles lets everyone know. Flaming giant! Beastie
Not a flaming giant.
thing! That's what I see.
You see,
Are you telling me what
it's
I
a
see?
fire elemental.
Fire elemental.
Ooh.
Would I know it's a fire elemental? Would Knuckles Bond have this in his repertoire?
Give me a roll. I want to roll on your.
Perception?
Oh boy, there's a couple of things you
Logic?
can use. You're gonna use your.
Use your agility to know it.
Give me some of your. No. You're learning your logic. You also
Logic, there we go.
make a roll, and I'm gonna tell you. Just make your roll.
Making a roll on logic with a wonderful 8.
8.
Fire.
You have seen. You could swear you've seen one of these before. You absolutely have seen one of these before.
Right, okay.
You just can't seem to remember where. So everybody knows he's seen it before, but he
Wow.
just can't remember where.
Oh, that's right. We had telepathy, people.
You all have telepathy. You all understand
Right,
this.
we all understand.
Yes.
So, turning invisible would be absolutely useless against a fire elemental as far as I would be concerned, but I'm going to get as far away.
So as you step back, you see its hand come out and go like this.
Oh. I have my...
Oh, you're holding that.
Yeah, I always have my acorn.
It's lucky acorn.
Lucky acorn.
So are you holding it? You're concentrating.
Concentrating.
All right. You see him get covered up. He's covered in bark.
Wolf, wolf.
Now, one of the things that you remember that when you got that, you're not only does it give you bark skin, but it gives you resistance to fire.
Right.
And he's waving you over.
Oh. I go to him.
Give him a kiss.
Oh,
you
can
put
I
your
open
hand
a
out?
telepathic link to him?
You're currently concentrating
That's
on
right,
your
holding
party.
the whole party. I'll do
So
it.
you
I've
put your
got
arm, put
my-
your hand out.
Put my hand
so
out.
what the rest of the party, what you see is you see this elemental grab his hand with both hands, and you see fire now completely engulf Knuckles. He's now covered in a flame.
Is he screaming in pain?
He's not screaming and playing, but you can see that the bark is burning.
Wait, what are you thinking?
My biscuits are burning.
Doesn't
bark
hurt.
is burning.
Yeah, so yeah, we can tell him that.
Doesn't
Don't
hurt.
do anything.
Knuckles,
Not
are you
hurting.
okay?
It doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt. That's why I keep pointing out to everybody. I keep sending it out.
Okay.
I'm thinking what I'm thinking is that I'm not going to die. Don't shoot this thing. It wants to tell us something. Wait. Just wait.
Give me another roll.
Can you pick another die? Just a 20 or anything in particular?
Let's just,
Agility.
Let's just see what happens.
17.
as you look in its eyes, not only have you seen one of these before, you've seen him before. He came to you.
It's the same one.
It's the same one.
It's the same one from our first adventure.
And what did he give you?
Together. Didn't he give me
He did.
this acorn?
He did.
Nicely done. Good job remembering there. What, 18 adventures back?
Right there.
It was. That was
The
a
very
few
first
adventures,
adventure,
the very first
when you burned up the tree.
When we burned the tree to rebirth
the
it.
dark wood, it came up swirling in the fire, and it handed him the acorn.
Wow.
As it lit him all up on fire. At that time, that acorn gave you a fire resistance of...
I think it's just one. That's as far as we got with it. It was fire resistance.
The resistance to fire was 1 because you were first level, but now since you are higher level, it is now going to give you a resistance to fire of 5.
Ooh.
He upgraded it for you.
Upgrade. Nice.
Your bark skin, as it burns on the outside, it refreshes and it renews you.
Oh.
And now, so you're also, when you produce flame out of it, the flame is bigger and it'll emit a larger area.
Oh, that's even better. Because it was a 1 at the time, so it was 5 feet. So 5, at least it's
So now it's
25
going to
feet.
give you more of a 20-foot radius that it's
Nice.
going to light up. It's
Hey,
a big
Knuckles.
flame.
Go ask it to go down and get Michaela and burn down their keep.
See if he wants to have some fun. That's not a bad idea.
As it swirls and the flames go out, they leave you, and the whole thing goes back down and it disappears.
Bye.
That was kind of disappointing.
No, that was awesome.
I was waiting for somebody to shoot at him. He wasn't going to renew anything. He was going to attack you.
Telepathically, I'm like, it must be nice being the GM's pet.
Next time I want you to remember what happened in the first adventure.
All right, we're looking down over the edge of the caldera.
Okay. Way down.
And you can see from up here, just put the one up there, it's a good ways down. I mean, you guys are up thousands of feet now. I mean, you did a lot of hiking. It took you half a day to get up there.
Oh, okay.
You can see down, this is a pretty good sized keep. I don't have a drawing of it. Walls around the outside, probably 10 to 12 buildings inside of good size, 25, 30 feet across. Very stone, very strong, very well built. Along the tops of the walls, you see guards marching and walking. You count 50 on the wall. Everybody's coming in and out of. There's a door over here where you can actually now see them as they're going over towards the steam tunnels.
Okay. Do we see
the lava tubes? You see also there's ships that are docked out here. Oh, look at my little ships. Yes,
nice.
There's ships out here, and you can see them moving stuff on and off from here. Various sites, and there's a ship in the harbor that is just ginormous. I mean, your ship next to this thing looks like an ant.
I look at it and I'm like, dreadnought. It's a goblin dreadnought.
What's a
I'm thinking you're detecting you
I
need
showed
a
you
new
guys a
ship,
picture of it
Captain
last
Gobbledygook.
What?
I'm thinking you need a new ship, Captain Gobbledygook.
Okay. Now you can see this is a beehive of activity. This is very heavy jungle. You can kind of see there's trails. I mean, you could make it down here and get into the jungle, but getting up to the keep, you're going to be going through the forest, and you don't see the walls where everybody's watching. Pretty much is here, and there's like one or two guys going doo 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 doo. They're walking around on the back.
All right.
Is this all like grassland out here?
Pretty much, it's like it's a rolling grassy hill. From up there, also you can see that fire burned this whole section. I mean, it started here. And it burned and then you can see where they dug around the outside to stop it.
And what time of day is it right now?
Midday.
Midday.
Now you're midday.
Midday.
Tell me
It's
I'm
going to
not
take
mad.
you not as long to get down. Hiking up is hard. You guys are all tired.
Tell me if I'm
sweaty.
mad, but
you
say
carried
we
a
board the
60-pound
dreadnought.
keg of ale
What
as
if
you drank
just
on the way.
light the whole grass on fire and
You
get
feel
everyone
good.
out there to fight the fire and we run in?
A distraction. Not a bad idea.
That's
The
two
grass is pretty much.
distractions.
This whole area is all burned up. What do you want to catch on fire? What were you thinking?
All the grass in front of the keep.
Okay. It's stone.
That's why I asked if it was grass.
The keep stone.
It's cobblestone.
All right.
Wait,
I can't
Wait,
like that.
are you
What is-
asking if this is grass or
This is grass. This is grass,
Yeah.
but then the keep itself is
Yeah,
stone.
we're talking about in front of the keep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
What
grass.
if we set a big fire up here?
Diversion's not a bad tactic.
They're gonna have to put it
It's-
out.
I want to know
But
which one of you guys
stealth
is going
is
to run out there and
probably
light a fire
superior,
when there's 30
But
guys
I don't
on the
think
wall
we got
watching
a
you.
chance in hell.
We know somebody that throws
Okay,
things.
that's true.
That's
Okay.
We have someone who's invisible.
Perhaps
that
we
can
haven't
create
met.
fire with an
Bond
acorn.
Bond,
With an
Knuckles
acorn.
Bond.
Okay. So you
Or
guys
we
are
got
on top?
another one that can throw pumpkins and cause mass havoc.
On myself.
Yes.
How far can you throw it? About 30 feet?
Something like that.
Or behind him. Depends on which way.
I'm
say
thinking
he
you run up to
launches.
the keep and throw it at the in front
Maybe,
of it.
and we should go down into the jungle
Absolutely.
and then use the cover of the jungle and we wait for night.
Yeah, I agree. Now, no sign of my mom. Can you see my mom? Can you see my mom? Can
No.
you see my mom?
She's
But
not
I
one of the ones
but I
back
can
in-
see that they're loading my plunder off those ships. That's mine.
So we know what he's looking at. So
My
you're looking. This is a
plunder!
good distance. I mean, you could make out figures. I don't think you could make out. Make a roll.
Me or him?
You. Because you're looking for your mom.
Absolutely, and I know what she dresses in, and if she's still in her full garb.
Make a roll.
Well, I know what she smells like, but that's about all I know.
Oh, there's an explosion. Only 7 more.
No, only 7 more. All right, thank
She
you.
might
Six,
be,
that's good. You
she
know,
might be right at home with goblins.
You remember that most of these goblins that you see down there, they're all wearing, you know, their darker, piratey type armor, piratey, yeah, because they're out on the pirate ships all the time, which is more of a dark black leather. And what you can see from up here is just about everybody is that color.
Okay.
There's nobody that looks special in any way. And the hobgoblins, the pirate, they're men and women, they're mixed. So they're, being able to tell, it's very different.
Do they sing songs too?
They sing?
To the jungles?
All
Yes,
kinds
lead
of
us
stuff.
All right,
down.
yo-ho,
goblins.
yo-ho.
Can you sing a song for us?
No.
I want to hear one of their songs.
Gobbledygook is going to lead the party down behind the mountain, and then we head through the jungles, and we're going to go.
Okay, so as you head down, you're going to get down to the base, and now it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay, sounds good.
So
Into the jungle.
into the jungle you go. This is some thick trudging along. You guys are in some deep jungle. I want to go ahead and take that off. I might need this again. I was
Where's
not
my
able
jungle
to
mini?
find a jungle map. But the jungle is the jungle. And this represents the jungle.
Okay. Fair
And when I
With a
say
big chaotic
jungle,
good symbol on it.
so you guys are going to go from top to bottom as you move across. So go ahead and give me a marching order up here. Single file, because you are cutting your way through the palms, the bananas, the stuff. I mean, there's no trail.
It's thick.
What weapon do you use? Acroso?
I got a bow and
You
a
were the
dagger.
dark in front.
Insanity.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
sword.
Illusion.
Sorry, no.
No?
Why am
We
I?
want
Because you're the
scout.
Why am I in front? Are
Listen
you able
here.
to clear away?
I'm
He
cut.
is. He's cutting. He's like,
I do have
guy
a.
up
I do
front
have the.
acting
I have a flaw called cowardly.
yeah.
Not
You
anymore.
know what? You guys are moving super slow. Very, very slow.
Duh.
Okay.
Goblins leading the way.
Take over.
Yeah, tough guy.
Oh, he pushes you out of the way. Now,
I got
Golden
him.
Axe he's just hacked. Now we're almost walking at normal speed.
Nice.
Who's carrying your keg while you're
It's
doing
hidden.
this? Is it like,
It's at the base of the.
oh, you left it behind.
I had to.
Okay, because you're cutting through the jungle.
Yeah, I was drinking too much waiting for this goggly, goblin ugly to clear away.
Go ahead and move the party
We're
about.
not making that a
Let's
thing.
go 15 steps.
hashtag Gubbly.
You're just hacking away.
With my battle axe.
There's trees
Now,
up on each side. Here's a
listening,
bird
I'm
chirping.
trying to listen to anything that would be coming towards us, or if I see torchlights coming towards us, talking,
Nature's
singing.
It's so loud in here. Monkeys are squealing. As you look up, you see the canopy, the jungle canopy above you. Looks like, I mean, this is a rainforest. It's up there probably 50 to 100 feet.
If only one of us could fly. Nope.
And that's just the top of the canopy. You
Now
know,
with
there's
cherub
taller
wings.
trees and things as well.
And I'm doing the ranger drone. I'm just following the guy about in front of me, just totally oblivious. Yeah.
There we go.
And I'm trying my best to use my nature's ally just to ease the transition through this jungle. Yeah. Look at this mushroom. Ooh, eat it.
Go ahead and move up right
If
into the
only
center.
we could move like that famous character Arzan. T. Arzan. I've heard of him. He moves through these jungles rather swiftly, I've heard.
Snap!
That's not good. Whoa, crap.
That's not going to show up well on camera, but that's a net.
Low slow.
You guys are now
Oh.
hanging inside a cargo net. We've all seen this on TV many times. Swinging from a tree. This net is not. It is
And then
not
the baboons come.
new. It is not new. This is rotten, stinky, smelly. You can't believe you didn't see it. The only problem was it was so covered in all of the jungle, you just walked right on it, and somebody must have kicked a trigger somehow, and this thing snapped. And I
Nice one, guy.
I'm like, I remember the last time
So
I
you
got
guys
a
are all
party.
crunched. You're all crunched together, stuck, suspended about 30 feet up in the air.
And how often do you take point, Dwarf?
I'm useless now.
Well, let's cut our way out. I can probably. I'm gonna try to wriggle and get one of my little
As
rusty
soon as I hear
daggers
that, I'm
out.
trying to reach my hand
Yeah.
through one of the little squares and hold myself up. Whoa,
And I'm
cut
going to
yourself
try to
out.
get my dagger and like start sawing the closest rope near me.
Why don't I just teleport out of this and go find where the rope that connects it?
That was a good idea. Why are you still talking?
Because I have to roll or teleport. That's all I'm saying. Well, 2d8 though. So, all right.
So this telepathy goes on. You guys all know right before, because you still have not broken concentration.
Right
So
before
as
I
you
go.
do this, you all in your mind, you're just like, there is so much fear up here. Someone is scared. He's
Acrosilin.
practically,
Oh.
he's practically peeing himself.
I hope I am.
Stop
He's
shaking.
in the back of the pack, so he's below me. You're below me. I'm not getting tinkled on.
I'm not getting tinkled.
Oh, an
A
explosion!
late cider.
Okay.
Nice.
That's
Excellent.
10, 18, 30.
And that's
you-
well above.
Yep, you teleport out.
Yeah.
You pop out. I'm gonna need a. Let's go with.
Agility?
No, we're gonna straight save.
What's a straight save?
Straight save, 20-sided. Above 10, you save. Below 10, you pee.
You're peeing.
That was almost a spit take.
He held it! His teeth are chattering
Ooh,
though.
he's getting stronger.
He's doing the pee-pee dance.
So you saw Knuckles, who was laying half on top of you, just disappear, and then
Take it with you.
Bernard falls down on top of you now. You're smacked by the dwarf.
Sorry.
You're right. I should have taken a disadvantage to try to teleport him with, but that's fine. I'm searching for the rope. Can I find the rope easily that it's attached to?
No.
Nuts.
Make a roll.
Let's try this again. Perception.
Perception.
Yeah, die 6.
You're looking at this thing, and you're just, what in the world did we get into?
This is important.
Yeah!
Another one.
32, 35.
Jeez.
You not only find the rope that's holding them and a mechanism that can lower them,
Wow.
but a trail that leads inside of another cave.
Wow.
Ooh.
Don't go in the cave first. Don't go in the
Yeah.
cave first.
Right. So, obviously, let you all down.
Nice.
Nice and easy.
One more minute of smelling for Dark's butt would have got me.
Now this net was definitely a trap that was set up, and it was hiding in the general direction. You guys were going to walk right into this, and it doesn't look like there should be a cave out here. I mean, it just all of a sudden it just drops right down. The jungle has swallowed it up, and it just goes right down and in.
Nice. So Indiana Jones. Yeah.
Way to go.
Inward! Into the cave.
Into the cave you go. As
And we're
you,
getting close to nighttime too.
it is
so
nighttime, so go ahead and let's take your minis. We'll leave them here for a second. You're now no longer strapped up. As you walk into the cave, you have to cut your way in.
Oh.
I mean, nobody's been in here in a very long time.
Wait a minute. This sounds like the other cave we just
There's no flowers here. This is just the jungle. And as you open up and it kind of goes in a little ways, it goes in, yes.
What kind of visibility do we have right now?
We're going to get to the point where you're now leaving the area where the light shines in, and that caused the foliage and everything to grow and cover it. So that it was extremely hard to find unless you roll a perception of about 37. Then what takes place is by finding this, as you go through and you're heading in. Now it's getting really dark, but now the cave inch now turns into like sand. It's going into sand, but now it's dark as you look down. You can't see anything, and the sand is smoothed over, so there's no footprints in the sand.
I'm going to cast haste now.
I think we have haste.
We have haste.
I know.
We've had haste.
What about blind sight?
You have better haste?
Somebody
I
want?
don't do blind sight.
We don't have
I
a light.
do haste.
You don't do creation?
I do creation, but I don't have blind sight.
Creation can create.
No, but you can cast some light.
Nope.
Okay,
No.
blindsight it is.
No,
do
you don't
not.
have to.
He's holding the.
I'm
he's
still
pulled out
holding the acorn,
Oh,
which
so-
now puts out 20 feet, you said?
20 feet
Comes
high.
out. I mean, it
Oh,
like
you have a torch?
torch
Yes.
comes out of his hand.
My
Yeah,
hand
It's
is
right.
the coolest acorn ever.
You guys never use the
it's
stuff.
finally
I give
useful.
You. I'm just telling you.
the acorn
You
of
really
acorn
should
nest.
use what I give you.
Well, somebody grab out the Rambo knife. Let's see if this
Yep.
shows us where
So being
stuff
led by
is.
the power of the acorn,
The power of the
we
acorn.
venture into the cave of
Does anybody
doom.
want to hold on to the little dragon of darkness creation while I'm walking around with the acorn?
I can't touch something like that.
Well, I mean, that's not going to help us. It's going to be dark and light. They're going
If
to
we run into anybody, we can.
I'll hold on to it.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right. Marching
just
order.
blow out you.
Marching order.
Marching order.
I'm clearing the way, so.
So I can be right behind Dark, and he'll still be able to
Right.
see just fine.
I mean, you're in the
So-
middle
Very
providing
narrow.
light.
It's a very narrow.
I'll
Two
take
abreast or single
It
file?
kind of
I'll
goes
take
down.
that.
It's a single file, very small. You almost have to get down on your hands and knees and crawl.
Oh wow! Unless you're
2 feet
gobbledygook
tall.
or
This is
oh,
called
I
a
just
Baldur's
figured out the
Gate
duck.
Your pack,
formation.
your pack is now
The long,
scratching on
the
the
long
top.
diamond.
Yes.
gobbledygook's
Your
back.
pack
Your
is
pack
actually,
is now scratching on the box. You guys are all starting to lean over, and it's getting shorter and shorter
Wow.
and shorter as you go down.
Okay.
Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. Here we go.
Exactly.
I'm thinking.
Who's
this
in
is
lead?
getting
The
skinny.
husky one.
Good. The
You
husky
smell.
one.
You're a dwarf. You're used to being underground. You just kind of keep plumbing. You're almost now pretty much. You're on your hands and knees going down.
All right.
You can see, right?
Sure.
Because you're
A dwarf.
a dwarf. And all you guys just see him go down. Then you see him start crawling on his belly, and then he disappears. Who's in the second place behind him?
That's me. I'm thinking I follow him dead on.
Now
Yep.
you're still
Nose to
connected
boots.
telepathically.
Telepathically.
You all realize, I can't even hide this from you guys because you all know what the guy up front sees. He walks in and the room opens up. You can't see everything, but this room kind of opens up. But you do see some, as the light comes up from behind, I mean, this light now is, you got to be careful because you're hitting
Yeah, I
the
gotta-
top and kind of controlling it a little bit, which it allows you to do. You think about it, you just concentrate on it and the light gets smaller or taller.
Oh,
You have
alright.
full control of that. So as you go through, you kind of come in, it's very musty, it stinks in here.
Like dead fish.
Like we found the outhouse.
No, it's just like a musty,
Oh, so
rotten clothing.
Like a goblin.
Like a,
I saw that coming a mile away. You need some new material,
like
dude.
a goblin. You enter inside, and now you've come through, and you're standing up, and you're looking around. Who's behind you? Who's the second one in?
I'm second, and then
Okay, so as you walk in and it lights up, now you're starting to look around, and you can see treasure.
Treasure.
This is pirate treasure. We're talking about
old school pirate.
We're
Wait.
talking Pirates of the Caribbean pirates.
oh my God.
The treasure room. The treasure room. You know they got the stuff piled up. They kind of faked it a little bit though because
Ooh, look at these little treasure piles.
Nice
That's
treasure pile.
sweet.
School.
Check that out.
they did put dirt underneath it, so it looks like there's more than there really is.
He wanted to feel better about himself.
Shing-a-ling. Yeah, we'll keep that guy out of here.
And then up above all this treasure, you see a pirate in a chair, and it's just he's long gone.
Whoa, this is like Conan.
There's a skull, and
Goonies.
he's sitting
Yeah,
up there
Goonies,
by
yeah.
himself.
The 8 other movies.
Around the outskirts of the room, we have more bones and things like that where it looks like people had perished. But all you can really see from this point is, at this moment, you just see piles of treasure, goblets. You know, there's goblets in here. There's the golden goblets, the silver chalices, anything a pirate would have plundered. And he pretty much hid it down here. And he came back and looks like he was looking at all of his neat loot, and he died.
Wow. Well, I would like to say something to the party. I'm like, well, be careful. It's very dangerous anytime there's treasure around. You should let the Goblin Scout look first.
Guggly, please go forward.
Thank you. Woohoo! I like do a cannonball right into it.
Scrooge McDuck straight into the pile of treasure.
And I'm just swimming.
Swords, swords, axes, various things are rusted and decayed around the outside of the tunnel.
I come up for air and there's a little crown on my head.
He did. There's crowns. There are crowns in that treasure. And at that very moment, I'm going to have to go get a map. I have to build this room. We're going to roll initiative.
Oh, wait, what?
So why don't you
what's gonna
guys?
happen.
We're at 16 is going to be our initiative number.
Okay.
So when we come back, we're going to roll initiative. I'm going to need a map for the room. This is one of those points where I think
We're doing a hard break?
let's do. What time is it? How long have we been going?
I'm going to tell you, 31 minutes, so we've been an hour exactly. I know, just short of an hour.
All right, let's do
pretty
a hard
good.
break.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like it.
We're going to do a hard break. Go ahead and stop the recording for me, please.
Woohoo! Thank you all for watching.
Oh,
Yeah.
very cool.
See you next
You have to wait for the next one to see what happens.
One